Some people are still in bed. Some people probably have an early start to the day. And maybe some of you are watching a replay because you're still fast asleep anyways. But I'm actually in the kitchen, just came in to fix myself a cup of coffee. And I felt, you know what, I'll just quickly answer the question that I asked in the group a couple of days ago. And that question is, what is that one question that when you ask will set you on the way to making a lot of money as a coach? And there were a lot of good questions that did come out of that. For those of you who did respond, I want to say thank you. But what is that big question? And the question is really very simple, but very powerful question. And funny enough, someone actually did answer the question early on in the comment section. And that question is, how may I help you? It's a very, very simple question, but it's very powerful for a lot of reasons. It's a very good place for you, especially, you know, as a coach or a consultant, to ask a question of a person. And you can ask this question in all sorts of different situations. You can ask this question if a person reaches out to you. It doesn't insinuate anything. I saw some people added on a few things, and you can add on a few things. That's not bad. You know, some of the questions were, how could I help you to reach your goals? Which is a good question, but how may I help you is still a more powerful question. I saw another question is, how would I able to make your life much better? Which is also a good question, but how may I help you is still a more powerful question, and I'll explain why. Because how may I help you? There's a few things in there. It's a good question to help position you as a helper. So you're basically saying, how may I help you? And by asking that question, there's help. Positioning yourself as a helper, which is a very powerful thing. The other thing is you're positioning yourself as an authority in whatever area that they're seeking help. And the other thing, it's a very open question. It's not leading them anywhere. So because it's not leading them anywhere, they determine the direction they want to go, but also they're asking you for help. And every time people ask you for help, there's an opportunity for you to help them. Okay, and especially if you're a coach, consultant, a service provider, there's an opportunity for you to help them buy from you. Okay, so it's always a very good question to lead with, whether you're sitting down in a consultation or whether someone says, hey, I heard you do this. I mean, that's really interesting. Oh, yes, I do that. Yes, that's what I do. How may I help you? You know, it's a very powerful question. Someone reaches out to you via SMS or via Messenger and asks you, hey, this is this person. Oh, brilliant. How may I help you? It's just a very powerful question. It's very respectful. It's a very polite question. It's not, you don't come across as arrogant, but you do come across as some sort of authority. It just helps in a very powerful way. And another thing that it does, it helps them to actually think, because a lot of times people reach out to you and they haven't really thought through what they want, and then they start to waffle and they're all over the place. Just by asking that very simple question, how may I help you? It then helps set us in the right direction towards helping them towards their goals and helping them to buy from you. So that's the really simple question, and I'm sure many of us have been using it. I know some of us try to load it, and the problem with loading questions is, and this is one of the things I always say, is don't try to sell. The primary reason why many of us struggle to sell is because we try to sell. So when you say, oh, how may I help you really make this a beautiful day? How may I help you? The problem with that is it's so salesy. People kind of don't really, how can I help you? Oh, how can I help you make this your best year ever? It's very sleazy. It's very salesy. It's very gimmicky. And things like that, you see, they do work. They just don't work as well as when you ask very open questions. So, how can I help you, really how can I help you set you on the path to a brilliant success? It's just not the same as how may I help you? Or how can I help you? Right? It's a very simple question, very powerful question, very effective question. That question alone has really helped me, and my businesses has helped me when I was working in consulting in the corporate world. And it's just helped me in so many ways. And I will recommend it. Very powerful question. Now, Even if, and I'll just share a few tips here since we're still together, even if you're in a situation where you are the one who actually reaches out to the potential client, you're not really leading until that point where you ask that question, how may I help you? So what do I mean? Let's say you cold called. So you cold called a company, for example, and you did your, hey, my name is DJ, I'm calling from this particular company, and da 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 da. We're helping companies in your space achieve this, and folks to reach out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you our profile, send you a little bit about what we do, and then we can get together to talk maybe Wednesday. And you do that. Now, you send that to them. So you did the initial pitch, which sometimes happens. You make that initial connection as a business. However, when you do get on the call with them the next time, it's, hey, have you been able to have a look at what I sent to you? Yes, I have. Brilliant. So how may I help you? It's really important you get that in. When you get that in, the how may I help you, it basically means you're taking the lead by having them ask you for help. So powerful, so effective, so simple, and it will help you on the path to really building a successful business. Yes, that is the beginning, but there's no better place to begin that consultation or that session or that conversation with that client where you've asked them, how may I help you? And they've looked to you and started to tell you how you may help them. Because ultimately that means they're beginning the buying process. So stop trying to sell, right? I'm going to be doing a lot about this. I'm going to be sharing a lot about this in our community. You're probably wondering, why do I keep looking up? And I'll just show you, right? I went into Asda's yesterday and I got these. I got 3 coconuts, right? I haven't had coconuts in years. And I'm really looking forward to eating coconuts today. I haven't had them in a while. Coconuts in a while. So that's why I keep looking up. Looking forward to my day. By the way, I hope how's your day? What are your plans for the day? I'm actually going to be working, and then later on I'm going out tonight with the missus, and we're going out together, but I'm going to be working today. So that's the way my day's going to be. Yeah, so as I was saying, I do apologize, whoever's watching, I can't see your names. I would have said hello, but I hope this has been useful. So key thing is, it's a very simple question, and it's the question that actually helps you on that. It's almost like it's the question that starts them on that journey to actually buying from you. But the key thing I really wanted to share with you here is, one, ask that question, how may I help you? Don't oversell it. Right? When you add things to that question, which, implies anything, then you're beginning to imply something, which means you're trying to sell. So how may I help you? How may I help you? Just how may I help you is it's just powerful on its own. It's effective on its own. Okay. And the key thing is, don't try to sell, just help them buy. All right. And you're going to hear that a lot from me. Don't try to sell, help them buy. Don't try to sell, help them buy. We're starting our challenge tomorrow, our client acquisition challenge. I hope you're going to plug into that. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be giving us some more details later today, so be on the lookout. Plug in if you want to, acquire a few clients in the next 7 days. It's going to be great fun. All right. You take care, and bye-bye now. By the way, what are you up to today? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section, okay? Take care. Bye.